You've probably noticed more video creators talking about OpenGate recording and wishing their cameras had it. It's quickly becoming one of the most requested camera features, but if you're not sure what it actually is, it can feel like just another feature people are hyping up. The reason OpenGate keeps coming up isn't because it's trendy, it's because it solves a real production problem. OpenGate started out as a feature only found in high-end cinema cameras, but now it's slowly making its way into more prosumer models, and it's actually a pretty great feature. In this video, I'm going to break down what OpenGate is and why it matters, especially when it comes to planning your shoots and giving yourself more flexibility in post-production, so you can decide whether it's something you actually need. When you normally hit record on a camera, it only uses part of the sensor, usually cropped down to a 16:9 aspect ratio for video. OpenGate changes that. When you record in OpenGate, the camera uses the full sensor instead of cropping it. That means you're capturing the sensor's native resolution, which, depending on the camera, is usually something like a 3:2 or a 4:3 aspect ratio. So instead of the camera chopping off the edges of your image before you start filming, OpenGate gives you the ability to record everything the sensor sees. That usually means a bigger picture, giving you way more room to work with in the edit. This is great to have because you have unrestricted access to the maximum resolution and image quality the camera has to offer. A bigger image usually means you can get one recording to cover all of the video sizes you need. The full resolution can be scaled down to 16:9 for horizontal videos, 9:16 or 1:1 for social media content, and other sizes too. If you want to experiment with more cinematic aspect ratios, or you're filming with anamorphic lenses, OpenGate is perfect for that as well. One of the biggest advantages of OpenGate is how much it makes your production workflow run more smoothly. Instead of worrying about filming multiple versions of the same shot in different aspect ratios and orientations, you can focus on capturing the content once and decide how it needs to be framed later on. That saves so much time on set and gives you the flexibility if requirements change later on. It also helps if you're passing the footage off to an editor. They'll have one master file to work from, which makes it easier to resize and reframe it without compromising the quality of the video. And there's no need to reshoot or try to stretch a video or fake a crop. And if you're working by yourself, it's just one less thing you have to think about. You can stay focused on filming, knowing you'll have room to adjust and deliver whatever formats you need once you're in the edit. It's also huge for when working on projects where you don't know all the deliverables up front, or the client changes what they want after everything's been shot. Not every camera brand offers it yet in their prosumer level cameras. Right now, Panasonic and Blackmagic have it in their cameras. Panasonic has it in the S5 II and S5 IIX, and Blackmagic has it in the Pixus 12K, Ursa Cinema cameras, and the 6K Cinema camera. This is why you hear so many creators asking other camera brands to add it. It's not because cameras without OpenGate can't produce great footage, but once you understand how it supports a more flexible workflow, it becomes a feature people actively look for when comparing options. And once you use it, you really can't go back. The fact that companies like Panasonic and Blackmagic are building it into their cameras shows that what used to be a high-end cinema feature is now becoming more accessible to everyday creators. As someone who uses Sony cameras, I'd love to see OpenGate added to the FX and A7S cameras natively because it would definitely make my workflow so much easier. And as creators are asked to deliver more formats from fewer shoots, features like this matter more for your day-to-day workflow than anything else. If you want to better understand your gear, plan shoots more intentionally, and build workflows that make creating easier, consider subscribing to my channel. My goal is to help creatives work smarter and stay organized so you can focus more of your time on creating. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.